Hey everyone, Anthony Gerbi here, and welcome back to my Thursday Thoughts. This week, I put on a presentation that we call our mid-year market update, and it's one of our most highly attended events that we do for the entire year. So if you missed it, get in touch with us and we can make sure you can see a replay, or I can just give you the cliff notes myself. But today, I wanted to go through the top 3 takeaways from our mid-year market update. And number one, and this may come as a surprise to some of you, and that's kind of the point, is our economy is actually doing pretty well. I remember sitting in a conference late last year where they had 4 economists up on stage saying, what do you think will happen next year, being 2024? And them all saying recession, 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 recession. And that has not happened. We have been much better than expected, and that's a good thing. That's not to say that it's perfect. It'll never be perfect, and there have been some areas, unemployment ticking up slightly, but still being very low that we're watching. But overall, the economy is actually doing very well, and that dovetails right into point number 2, which is where are interest rates going to go from here? And by correlation, what does that mean for inflation? And we've seen inflation continue to tick down, which is what we want to see, what we need to see. And that has led most people, including myself, to believe that September will bring the first interest rate cut of this cutting cycle, let's call it, that will probably continue into next year. So that is what we believe right now. That can change, but what that means is, again, we believe the economy can stand on its own 2 legs or is doing well enough that we can afford to cut rates and inflation isn't going to come back and bite us for doing so. And lastly, and maybe the most salacious point of the talk, was about AI. Now, there's no perfect answer. There's a million different topics buzzing around with AI, but a lot of people have asked me, when it comes to NVIDIA, for example, and the tremendous run that they've been on as a company, what does that mean for the market? Should we all just be investing in AI? And a lot of people should be, and a lot of people watching this video probably are through one method or another. But I do liken it to some of the big run-ups in the market that have happened in the past. Apple, Amazon, Google, some of the big names that have really had big years or big stretches of time in terms of how much return they've had. And just to say, this is a bit of speculation on the part of the market. It's not something that I believe anybody should run into with both arms open and, with both eyes closed, certainly, right? It's a part of a strategy, but AI, maybe being the next revolutionary technology, is still being driven when it comes to the markets on the promise of its future, and that future is uncertain. So you got to be careful when you wade into that water, even though it can look really enticing looking at the past history of it. So for more details, watch the replay of the event. And again, if you want the cliff notes, get in touch with us and we'll get you the replay or talk you through it. So until next week,